What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So it looks like the Pokemon company put out another statement, and before you going to say something in the comments, just let me explain this. Let me read through this a little bit and explain my side of it. Please. I already know they made a statement prior to this. We have to understand from a business perspective and everything like that. I will be going to that here in a second. But as you can see, we are on the Pokemon official page, TCG page. You can go to yourself and look for it. It's in their news section. Go ahead. They literally put it out earlier today. Shout out to DM in the Discord. Join Discord. Amazing Discord so far. Amazing Discord. It's in the description below. But he put this brought this to my attention while I was at work. I didn't leave work this time. Last time I did leave work, but we're gonna get into this time. Okay. Well, Pokemon made another official announcement, and I know they made one for Prismatic Evolutions. I know they made one for that, but let's read through this one and get onto it. Okay. Well, we're gonna read through it and then I'll give my thoughts on it and everything like that. So we are aware that some fans are experiencing difficulties purchasing certain Pokemon trading card products. Yeah, we know that. It's absolutely horrible right now. Products due to very high demand impacting availability. We understand that this inconvenience can be disappointing for fans, and we are actively working to print more of the implemented Pokemon TCG products as quickly as possible at maximum capacity. To acknowledge this, reprinted products are expected to be available at participating retailers as soon as possible. Okay, so I like this right here. So I want to, like I said, we've already known this. I know our people are gonna say, but they're making a whole nother statement about this. This is the second one in 2 months. That means they're working on the back end of this. They're working to get this stuff printed. I know they are. Y'all just have to give them a little bit of time. Just give them a little bit of time. People are like, oh, they just made this statement. They made a statement already. Nothing happened. That statement for Prismatic Evolutions was like 2 months ago now. 2 months and like 10 days at this point, whenever this came out. You see what I'm saying? They can't print Prismatic like crazy, and that's not how things work. Typically how the Pokemon Center and Pokemon Company works, that I am aware of, that people have told me, and sources that I've heard from, is it takes 6 to 8 months. So we're not going to see that Prismatic Evolutions until the end of this year. Probably once we get actually to the second half of this year, that's when we'll start to see more products. So y'all have to give them a little bit of time. Just give them a little bit of time. I know you want it right now. I understand it's hard to get right now. I understand it's very frustrating and stuff like that. But you have to give it a little bit of time, and I feel like it. Okay, if I'm asking you to do me a favor, just give it until the second half of this year, until we start seeing July, August, September. Once we get into those months, if we don't start seeing a lot more products of these sets, then after that, then we can kind of take this into another consideration and be like, yeah, it's all messed up. Until we start getting into those periods of times, I think we're fine. I think we are fine. I think Pokemon can meet demand at least a little bit here, at least a good amount to kind of cool off the market. They have to. There's no physical way you can have a booster box selling for, what is Destin Rival selling for right now? $375 we looked at the other day. $375 for a booster box. Do you understand what that does to the market of Pokemon? And like I've said, Pokemon is a company. They've already stated themselves. They want this hobby to last and this brand to last for the next 50 to 100 years. They've already planned that out of them being lasted that long. Do you not think they're going to take into account these different factors right here? It's just going to take them some time. That's the one thing. Okay, just want to say that because I've heard a lot of people be like, yeah, they've already made a statement. I know they have. Just got to give them a little bit of time. Okay. Well, let's keep reading what this is for. For the new Pokemon TCG expansions launching in the future, we are maximizing production to increase product availability upon release. And we will continue to reprint impacted products to replenish stock at participating retailers, including Pokemon Center, as soon as possible. So they're going to start bringing more products to the Pokemon Center. So I'm pretty sure they're going to print Prismatic. They're going to put some more Prismatic up there. They're going to probably put more Destined Rivals. They're going to put more Journeys together, which will be tomorrow. I hope so. They're dropping tomorrow. I will be doing a live stream tomorrow. So make sure you join that. That'd be fun. It's going to be fun. But I also have some products to open up now too. So Journeys together is going to be fun tomorrow. It's going to be a release day and stuff like that. But let's see what happens. So for Pokemon TCG products released at Pokemon Center, we are committed to providing a smooth purchasing experience and employ technology that helps get products into the hands of fans first and foremost. You see what I'm saying? They're right there. They're not saying it, but they're saying they're trying to get product in people's hands without dealing with the bots. We know the bots are a big issue. Pokemon's trying to deal with that. They're trying to do stuff. This all happened within the last 3 to 4 months. They can't change stuff up like crazy. The Pokemon Center, I can kind of see them getting better and better and better with it. I can see that. Like I said, tomorrow we'll have to see if they do drop Journey together. I think they will drop Journey together. I generally think they will. We'll have to see what really happens though. And I think they're going to keep getting better and better and better with this. Like I said, for Destined Rivals, it was not perfect at all. It was not perfect. I know a lot of people were like, yeah, it was horrible. I didn't get any. The website was glitchy. But for as long as it was up there on the site, and you have to take a step back for a second, look at the wider picture. Please do me a favor of that. I know you're going to be like, oh yeah, you got the product, this, that, and the other. I already know people are going to start saying that because I got the product, this, that, and the other. I got extremely lucky. My circumstance was extremely lucky. But you got to look at it. A good amount of people were able to actually get this product. Not a lot. Not every single person was able to get this product. Of course not. But a good amount of people were able to get this product. So like I said, it's a step in the right direction. It's never going to be perfect for Pokemon. It's not going to be perfect until they can actually start figuring this stuff out. I think they will though. I think they generally will. Just got to give it some time. We'll have to see what happens. Okay. Currently, Pokemon Center implements a virtual queue. We know how that went. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't the best. People waited in it for the longest period of time. But you got to think, that traffic was what? Like 1.5 or 2 million people on there? You can't let all those people on there at one time. That's why they take so long. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain things that people aren't kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of crazy though. Okay. Certainly Pokemon fans. Okay, virtual queue for certain products to help provide more seamless purchases process during periods of increased traffic. We will continue to explore measures that help create the best possible experience of the Pokemon Center customers. We'd like to thank the community for their continued support and patience as we deliver more TCG products to fans. You see what I'm saying? If they made a whole nother statement about this, that means Pokemon's really going to print this stuff. And I generally believe they will. They're going to print this stuff to the ground. I truly believe they will. Or at least do a good amount to where we can bring products down to at least near MSRP. Will they ever be MSRP again? I don't think the Pokemon Company wants that. But at least not be 2-3 times MSRP. That's the kind of crazy part to me personally. And I generally believe them when they say this. I think they will. We just got to give it a little bit of time. Because look, you got to think from a business perspective. You have products on the secondary market selling for 2 to 3 times MSRP right now. You see what I'm saying? Wouldn't you want to get some of that money as you as a business? Like, people are like, oh yeah, they like their products to be collectible. Pokemon's ran their business for 30 years successfully now. Successfully. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a very successful company. So you don't think they're going to try to print more products to get the products in the hands of people? They are. Look what they did in 2021. They printed like crazy. Just got to give it some time. It's just going to take some time. As we know, like I said, I'm not 100% familiar with what happened in 2020 and everything like that. I'm not 100%. I wasn't there, so I don't know. But I can kind of think it was. I think it was like the back end of 2020 that it started to get a little crazy with Pokemon. Then that in the middle of 2021 and like the back end of 2021, I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on this. It started to get better. So it's going to take them some time to do this. It's the same thing with them making that prismatic statement. It's the same thing with them making this prismatic statement. It's going to take some time. We'll have to really see how this goes. I'm excited to see what happens. I think they will. And also, see, look. Let's read through Pokebeach now. Pokebeach put up a post and stuff like that. I'm going to read through this a little bit. So, in the past, Pokemon has usually taken 6 to 9 months to print more product. So, we might see more prismatic evolutions by summer or fall. Currently, while the stock that exist as being sold for much more than MSRP. So, like I said, it just takes some time to really do this. That's what I think we're gonna do. Like I said, if you really want to start yelling at Pokemon and start being mad at Pokemon, like I said, I don't really like this environment either. I did have somebody in my comments being like, oh, Pokemon being popular right now is why your views are up. Yes, that my views are up. Yeah, I like that. But at the same time, I like Pokemon. When I got into Pokemon hobby, I enjoyed the fun of it. Now, when I post videos about being like, yeah, I'm excited for this new set to see these cards, everybody in my comments are like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to open this product. I'm not gonna be opening this. Yeah, this is where the only place I can see it at. Like, that's the kind of comments I don't really like to see. Like, people are just sad about the hobby. When I got into this hobby, I enjoyed it from the people perspective and everything like that. Everybody was having so much fun in this hobby. Back in the day, all it was collectors versus investors. That's all it was. That's all you really seen people get mad about. Oh yeah, investors, you suck, blah blah blah. Oh, collectors, leave me alone. It was just that. It wasn't all this scalpers reselling, ripping ships, doing this, everything like that. You know what I mean? Like that. Like, you have bigger content creators that have been in this hobby for so long, can't even open packs without people getting mad at them. Like I'm saying, I'm not saying anything about them or anything like that. Like, I know the hobby's bad right now, experiencing why, but even in general, you can't even open packs in this hobby right now without people being mad at you. You can't even go to a store right now and buy maybe 1 or 2 products without people being mad at you for what you're doing. We got to get back to where Pokemon was actually good for us to open product and be able to buy some product. People are happy about that. Pokemon wants this hobby to be around forever. I generally do. I think they will. They're an extremely smart company. They've been around for 30 years plus strong. Next year is their 30-year anniversary. I believe they will get better. I believe they will print a lot of product. They don't like all the things going on right now. Like I said, they're trying to implement small things they can right now, with the Pokemon Center being a queuing system. Like, look, after Journey Together, the disaster that happened on Journey Together for whenever the pre-release of it was, like the release for the ETBs, they implemented a queuing system. Was the queuing system perfect? No, it's not. But as if y'all don't remember, that day of Journey Together, nobody was able to get on the Pokemon Center after like the first 30 minutes of the drop. Just Destined Rivals, it took them some people were in queue for a long time, but people were able to get on the website consistently. You see what I'm saying? So it's just going to take Pokemon some time to get this. I generally think they can fix this problem. It's just going to take a little while. And my views going down to that, I don't really care. As long as I'll be happy in this hobby again, I'll be happy. I really don't care. And whoever keeps watching me. You know what I mean? Like that. That's not one thing I'm worried about. But I will be happy when we get back to being able to enjoy Pokemon for what it is. You mean like that, where I can go out and enjoy opening product or doing something like that, going to buy product in the open, going to be able to, people being able to go to stores, and people being happy about new releases. Like back in the day, whenever the new sets came out, I was so happy. You mean like that? I was like, yes, I can't wait to enjoy this set, open a little bit of it, talk about it on the channel and stuff like that. Now, like, I want to talk about it. I love talking about it. I will never stop talking about it. I get happy seeing cards even in general, but seeing all the comments coming to my videos and stuff like that, and I see them everywhere else as well too. It's not just on my videos, but people are like, yeah, I'm excited for this set. Yes, I'm not gonna get to open it, but yay. Those aren't the kind of comments that I like to see. It's not really. So I hope Pokemon can get back to where they were. I generally believe they can. We'll have to see what happens. I'm positive about this. Like I said, I always try to tend to have a positive outlook on this because Pokemon wants to be around forever. So I believe they will be. I generally do. They're a company. They want to make more money. They're going to print this stuff to the ground. I believe it. Maybe not to the ground, but near MSRP. And they're going to be doing it, I think, through the right ways too. I think they're going to be doing through big box stores, which is the correct way to go through it. I think so. LGSs, I'm sorry for y'all, but the distribution of that is just all messed up. So I think it'd be better to go to big box stores and just print like crazy. We'll have to really see what happens. Let me know what y'all thoughts are on it. Do y'all think Pokemon can actually print this? What do you think's gonna happen? Love to hear y'all's opinions. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the page, and join the Discord. See you on the next one. Peace.